Hey friends, welcome back to Make My World Mini. So here we are in the new room or rooms. I'm going to go ahead and give you a tour here in a second. First I want to say happy December 1st or happy December. I hope you will come back to Mini World and visit every about 3 days to see what's happening in Mini World for the month of December, because December's fun. It's leading up to Christmas, right? And in case you're lonely or in case you need an escape or just something to relax to like me, you'll have Mini World. Alright, anyway, let's get started. Alright, so the K-cup of today, I made a little K-cup here. Let me bring the table a little closer to you so you could see that I made a little K-cup. So her little K-cup or her coffee today is gingerbread. We have a coffee for each day for Adeline as well. It'll be the one that I'm having that day. So we had gingerbread. Wasn't too bad. Alright, let's take a tour of the room because I think that would be a lot of fun. It's a little different than last year, but yet and however I have used some stuff that I have had in the past Christmas and or just in the past videos. So let's take a tour. Okay, so I have installed some lights up here and we have the Christmas tree lit up a little different than last year. This was the enclosed porch, but remember I've used this door quite a few times in the past off my old porch, which I still have the old porch. I just didn't attach it. Right now I just have that attached. Remember that we had the balcony that I added on the enclosed porch. So that's that. We have the Christmas cards from last year. This is a table that I got with Dara's dollhouse. So I just put a tablecloth on it because I figured this one fits a whole lot better with the two rooms combined, because we have the enclosed porch and that little corner room that I made. I just put them together. I know it's nothing real fancy. You can see the seam. I get it. I'm still a beginner. I'm still learning how to cut, how to be more precise with my cuts and stuff like that. I just do this all for an escape or fun. Alright, so anyway, I did redo this plate with the cookies. There was some fake cookies on there, I think from Teeny Tiny. I didn't think they looked good, so I took them off. I cut them off and I glued that on there. I kept my little snowman. I've had him for years. And then this year, I took a piece of cardboard and glued some felt to it and then glued it around the tree so I could glue the presents, so now they won't move around so much. And then my husband, here, let me turn the light back on. There we go. My husband made that shelf on his printer. He was going to throw it away, but asked if I wanted it, and I said, I think it'll fit over here actually pretty good. And it does. So I put the little mini-verse tree, my little gingerbread house, and the dish. I did glue that stuff in there this time. But some of my other little Christmas decor that I just really don't want to get lost, and I want to put it somewhere in the scene. And then we have that. And then I made the table just a little bit smaller this year. I used a different box for my phone, for the TV for them, and put the little nutcrackers up there. And then the couch, this was my very first couch that I made, and it's just a box from Dollar Tree with some tumbler blocks, I believe, something like that, or it's 2 boxes, something like that. I would like to reupholster the couch. Reupholster, that's the word, reupholster the couch. We'll see if I get to it this December. And then I had to use a cup that I already had from, I think, Teeny Tiny's or Michael's or something like that, because my homemade Christmas cups haven't turned out correctly. Anybody that I mention in each video, or any channel that I mention in each video, will be in the description below so you can find them yourself. And I believe I learned how to make my cups as best as I can, But the lady that I was learning from, I believe her channel is Tiny Crafts. Again, you can check my description below for her channel. Alright, this is actually one of Dara's tables. I am just borrowing it so that she could set her stuff down. This is actually glued down right now, but I can take all of that off. And then I put this cookie here because it looked like it was a little too much over there. I did get some new pillows this year, plus she has her old ones. Alright, let's get started on another thing that I would like to share with you. So let's go. Okay friends, so welcome to Adeline's pottery wheel. We're going to make ceramic pots so that we could put plants in it and have beautiful little pottery around the house. I've never made these before. I've never had a pottery wheel, never taken a class. My husband bought this one for me off of Amazon. It's an old dear. A mother and daughter have a really excellent video from about 5 years ago or so, maybe less. And that one's excellent. I read all the instructions. I've watched a few videos. So let's get started and see what I make. She is over here, Adeline's over here, so that I can kind of measure or scale it, if you will. Alright, so the paw, this paw pedal pauses it. We have a transformer or a power supply, which is the black cord. This one speeds it up, and then we have pause, and then the rotating to get it to move, to rotate so you can work it, and then reverse. So they say take a little bit of clay, which we're going to do. We're going to take a little bit of the clay that came with it. Says to wet it a little bit, not too much. You don't want it muddy. Soften it up a bit though. You don't want it too hard, too soft. And you're going to get messy. So just so you know. They say put it on there. I still think it's a little dry. They say kind of squish it down like that. And then we have little sponges. I cut this piece off, this little sponge, so you can keep it wet as you mold it. And then I have my tools. They give you several sculpting tools. I have no idea how to use these. I don't know which one's the best one or which one I like the best yet, so I will figure that out. Alright, let's see. Let's turn it on and see what we can make, if anything. If you start, what I like is if it's too fast at first, you can't adjust the speed. Right now I'd like to smooth out the clay. And you have to kind of squeeze the clay to shape it. Okay, I feel like it's going to be a lot of practice for me. I can get it to like come up, but I can't seem to get the hole in there. And then sculpt around the hole to keep the hole for the vase. To make it look like a vase. So I'm going to have to watch more tutorials. Because right now I feel like I have a fail. And it's annoying. What do we think? Our very first pot. I think it looks kind of cool for my very first pot. I wish I had the rim a little bit better. Okay, so what do I think of the pottery wheel? I think it's very messy, so if you don't like a mess, it might not work for you. I still have to figure out to use this to pause it instead of touching the buttons all the time. because touching the buttons all the time puts a lot of clay, wet clay, which makes this a mess. So I'm hoping mine still works after it dries out, because you're not supposed to get the base wet. But I had to get all the clay off. And then I still need practice, obviously, shaping it, but I learn really, really slow. I learn really gradual. It takes me forever to figure out what works for me and what doesn't. So I'll keep practicing, and hopefully you'll see more pottery in the future. If you do this and you're a natural, that's great. You'll probably do great. Or if you've had classes or some art classes, you'll probably do great. But if you're like me, never did it before, yeah, it's going to probably be a process to learn how to shape it, how to move your hands to get the vase to look like a vase, and or whatever you're trying to make. But do I like it? Yes, but it does make a huge mess, just so you know. So this would probably be something that I would do after work, after I've had maybe a really challenging week, and I would go to the pottery wheel to relieve some stress in that clay. All right, I'll see you later. Okay, so this December we're going to do a Play-Doh advent calendar, because as you guys may or may not know, I do like to try and create a mini world with paper, with air dry clay, usually from Dollar Tree, and Play-Doh. I love Play-Doh. I don't know why, but I do. So I bought this, and I thought it would be fun for us to at least do this in December and try and create maybe what's behind each door. I just thought maybe it would just be fun. Give us a little escape. Give us a little relaxation from the holidays. Maybe you get to see your family. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're alone. Maybe you're not. Maybe you work a lot like I do. Maybe you don't. I don't know your situation. So let's just go ahead. Enjoy December as best as we can. I'm going to wing it because I'm a beginner. I still try to figure out stuff. I have fails all the time, as you guys seen in the pottery wheel. So let's just go ahead and enjoy and have fun, enjoy each other's time, and get to this. All right, so this is what the front of the box looks like. That side, the back of the box, and that side. I found this at Ollie's. It's a store here. I don't know if you guys have one in your area, but it's called Ollie's. I found it for $9.99. I actually went back for it. I thought it would be fun for us to do it because, like I said, I create a lot with Play-Doh. So it comes with this mat that folds out. I don't know if we'll use it because we're making stuff for the dolls. So I don't know if we'll keep the mat or not. Maybe we'll cut it off and we could use it as a background. That might be cool, right? All right, anyway, let's move on. Let's just do this, right? Let's go to door number 1 since it's December 1st. So let's go ahead. See what's behind door number 1. I am not going to be good at opening these doors. Okay, so we got some really large cookie cutters or rings. I don't know how that's going to go. Maybe for a serving plate, it might be good. I do have clay as well. We have a tube. We have a jar of Play-Doh. White. White is good. We have this. What are we going to build? A snowman? Ah, you want to build a snowman? There is, I don't know what this is. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't tell me what I'm supposed to be building behind door number 1. It does not say. So am I supposed to, I think we're supposed to be building a snowman. How about we build a little miniature snowman as if the little kids are building one. Okay, let's see here. How am I going to do this so we could still get maybe the face? Or should I just build it like a miniature snowman? Because I don't know how I'd pop that out. I don't know how. Okay. I think we're just going to, maybe these will come in handy in the future when I'm trying to make something else, like maybe a plate, because that might make a good plate. I do like the mat because the Play-Doh doesn't stick. Now this circle might be good, like I said, to make like a plate. But I like making my plates out of the air dry clay because the air dry clay gets firmer. Alright, let's just make a little snowman. How about that? How about we just make a little snowman? As if the kids, here, as if the kids are making a snowman. How about that? Okay. Oh, I don't have like, what you call it? I don't have the, like the carrot nose or nothing right now. I don't have any of that stuff out. Like a little, maybe we can make like a little snowman. We could put this where the little girls are. Let's go over there. Okay, so here we are. The little girls have their Play-Doh out. And it looks like Jasmine has built the little snowman. Doesn't it look so cute? I think that looks cute. I'll have to put like maybe little eyes and nose and stuff on him. I think that'll look really cute. So they're making their paper chains and they're making their little Play-Doh. Alright, I will see you soon. I believe on December 3rd. So come back and check then. We'll have a little more fun. We'll get into the groove. I'll start to create more because I can focus on December. Alright. I hope you guys enjoy yourself. I hope you have a good few days until I see you again. Hopefully you'll get to relax, enjoy, and create in your mini world. And I'll see you soon. Bye.